fifth cervical vertebra over the sixth, in this case of traumatic quadriplegia after a fall from height. A close inspection shows no fracture of the vertebral bodies, but there is a dislocation. This X-ray shows a fracture dislocation of the second and third cervical vertebrae. A close-up view shows the fracture of the spine of the second cervical vertebra and anterior dislocation of its body over the third cervical vertebra. This is a fracture dislocation of C23. Now we will come to the thoracolumbar spine. Tuberculosis of spine. Tuberculosis in spine is primarily a destructive lesion, and almost always it affects two adjacent vertebrae and the intervening intervertebral disc. Here it is affecting the third and the fourth lumbar vertebrae. Note the reduction of joint space with destruction of the anterosuperior aspect of the lower vertebra. This is a typical early lesion involving anterior part of the vertebral body adjacent to the upper or lower articular surface. This is another early lesion showing a reduction in the intervertebral disc space between the second and third lumbar vertebrae and irregularity of the margins of the vertebrae. Sclerotic reaction is usually minimal or absent in tuberculosis. Note the irregular margin and reduced disc space. This X-ray shows reduced joint space between the fourth and the fifth lumbar vertebrae, but no destruction of the body or articular surfaces. But in the anteroposterior view, destruction of the left corners shown by the black arrow points to the diagnosis of tuberculosis. The rounded protruding corners as seen on the right in front of the red arrow are missing on the left side. In a later stage, the disease spreads in the vertebral body, causing destruction and collapse of the vertebral body. The disease is always more extensive in the anterior part of the body and results in anterior wedging and gibbous formation. Note the destruction of the body of the second lumbar vertebra with reduction of the L2-3 joint space. Note this young man with a gibbous of the thoracic spine and a walking stick in his hand. The X-ray shows destruction of the 7th and 8th thoracic vertebrae with anterior wedging. Note the extensive destruction of the vertebral bodies, that the two vertebrae appear as one. This is a typical lesion of tuberculosis of spine. The next characteristic feature of tuberculosis of spine is a cold abscess. The paraspinal abscess casts a soft tissue shadow with convex lateral margins in the thoracic region. This is described as a bird's nest appearance, akin to this bird's nest seen in the side picture. Note in the close-up view the bone destruction and reduced joint space shown by the red arrow. This is another patient with a gibbous. A lateral X-ray shows